BIMrx Core has a feature called Move to Nearest, which helps us relocate an element or a selection of elements in relation to another element. In this example, let's say a wall is moved and we need to now reposition columns and casework in relation to that wall. First, select the columns we would like to move. This feature now requires us to navigate to a 3D view. Once in a 3D view, select the BIMrx Core tab, and then the Move to Nearest feature. In the first pull-down, choose to move the center, edge of bounding box, or insertion point of the selected elements. In this example, we will use the bounding box to ensure that the edge of the columns are aligned appropriately. Next, we will decide if the bounding box will be taken relative to each element or the selection as a whole. For this example, the bounding box of each element is aligned with the bounding box of the selection, so this doesn't matter as much. Next, select the category or categories that we want the elements to move relative to. For this case, we only want the elements to move to the nearest wall, so we will only select the category walls. Now we must decide if we would like to move our elements in the positive or negative X, Y, or Z direction. The X direction goes east-west, with positive being east and negative being west. The Y direction goes north-south, with positive being north and negative being south. And the Z direction goes up and down, with the positive direction being up and the negative direction being down. For our example, we want to move in the negative X direction. But before doing so, we can also apply an offset to maintain the distance to the wall before the wall moved. This offset we can set to 6 inches. We can then hit the button representing the negative X direction, and the bounding box of each element will move in the negative X direction until hitting the closest wall, while maintaining that 6-inch offset that we have specified. These settings matter more when the bounding boxes of each element are not aligned. To demonstrate this, I'll select 2 elements and initiate the Move to Nearest feature again. I will choose to move to the nearest wall and reset the offset to 0. I will still choose to move the bounding box, but I will change the second pull down to selection to ensure that I have the outermost bounding box selected instead of the bounding box of each element. Next, I can hit the direction that I would like to move the elements, and they will be repositioned in that direction until they touch the nearest wall.